Yo, we back at it. Life Conquers Ministries. We're hitting at Proverbs. Man, we on Proverbs 16. All right, we moving. We about halfway there, man. We grinding in this. Let's break this down, man. It says the reflection of the heart belong to mankind, but the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All right. Let's talk about putting your life in order. All right, or us trying to put our life in order on our own pair, using our own understanding. But understand, we may reflect in our heart on things in life, but ultimately God is the one who kind of makes it all clear. He's able to help us understand things that happened in the past, but also understand what we got going on in the future. All right. It says in verse 2, all a person's ways seem right to him, but the Lord weighs the motives. Not only our heart's deceitful beyond measure. Not only can we deceive other people with our motives, but we can deceive ourselves. But we gotta trust God to go into our heart and ask God to show us the truth of our heart, show us what our real motives are, and then make sure they're in line with the things of God. You know what I'm saying? It says, commit your activities to the Lord, and your plans will be established. All right. It says the Lord has prepared everything for His purpose, even the wicked for the day of disaster. So basically, our lives are here to serve God, and He's committed everything that happens, not only in our lives, but in everybody's lives, we work to His general purpose. All right, all things work together. All right, for those who love the Lord. All right, and if we commit our ways, and we want to get in line with the will of God, we want our lives to be in line with what God's plans are, all right? And that's why it's so important to commit our ways to Him, all right? It says, everyone with a proud heart is detestable, Lord. Be assured He will not go unpunished. Inequity is atoned for by the loyalty and faithfulness, and one who turns from evil one turns away from evil by the fear of God. So we got to fear God, because those of us who are proud, those who don't believe that we need to follow God's way, that we can live according to the world's way, we will be punished. Look at R. Kelly, man. A lot of these entertainers, man, they have so much success. They sell their soul for so much success, but the devil deal always comes back bad. The devil always comes in. He always calls in. It's time to collect. All right, and that's what happens, man. The devil comes in, he collects, and you see how these lives end up destroyed. People dying, being killed, going to jail forever. Craziness. All right. When a person's way pleases the Lord, He'll make even his enemies to be at peace with him. All right. So, man, when you do things God's ways, He'll even make the haters have to show you love, or the haters gonna have to make peace with you. You know what I'm saying? Because He's gonna elevate you. He's gonna make you a table and a present of your enemies for all to see. All right. Not for your glory, but His glory. Because a lot of times, folks, because they're controlled by the devil and you're controlled by God, they're hating you. But it's not you versus them; it's the devil versus God. So God allows you to win, to be up and to be uplifted and brought up high to show the devil that you can't mess with mine. All right, so it's for His glory, not ours. It says inequity is atoned for by loyalty. I'm sorry, we got that one. It says when a person, oh government, we going fast in this today. I'm sorry. It says better a little with righteousness than great income with justice. All right. Again, something that Psalms always talking about how you get your money. All right, are you getting money in the right way, or are you getting it in the wrong way? It says a person heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. All right. Again, we may have our own. We make plans, but God laughs. It's not His plans. It's not our plans that will govern our life, but His plans. We may make plans, but He'll redirect us if they don't go according to His will. It says God's verdict is on the lips of king. His mouth should not give an unfair judgment. Honest balance the scales of the Lord's. All the ways in the bag are His concern. Wicked behavior is detestable for kings, since a throne is established through righteousness. Righteous lips are a king's default, and he loves one who speaks honestly. A king's fury is a messenger of death, but a wise person appeases it. When a king's face lights up to his life, his favor is like a cloud with spring rain. Talking about the king is God, man, and His throne is, and on His lips is righteousness, and He's fair. He's a fair and just God. All right. His wicked behavior is detestable. His throne is built on righteousness. All right. And He loves those who speak honestly, speak truth, who speak life. All right. But His fury is a messenger of the death. The wrath of God ain't no joke. So again, we need to have a healthy fear of God. But when God is happy with us and His light and His face lights up, we get favor. When He finds favor on us, He shines His light on our lives and allows us to be elevated. All right. It says, get wisdom. How much better is it than gold? And get understanding. is preferable to silver. All right. The highway of the upright avoids evil, but the one who guards his way protects his life. All right. Again, the highway of the narrow road of life avoids evil and protects his life. It says narrow road. All right. Don't engage in any evil because it'll have your life jacked up, man. Not only the physical, internally. All right. Pride comes before destruction, and an arrogant spirit before a fall. Better to be lowly spirit with the humble than divine plunder with the proud. All right, he talked about, that's why when they take this whole gay pride month that happened in the month of June, it's so crazy because like they're shaking their fist at God because they're prideful. All right, they won't humble themselves before God and say, listen, your way is the right way. My way, all right, how the world has taught me, all right, how the demonic feelings of my flesh are guiding me is the wrong way. But they won't do that. They want to be prideful before God in their homosexuality. And they're going to have a price to pay before God for it. It says the one who understands the matter, all right, finds success, and one who trusts in the Lord to be happy, all right. Understanding is how to apply knowledge in a situation, all right, and that will help you to be success. And those who trust in God will be happy that, and again, like Paul said, again, all things work together. So you can always be happy because if you trust that God's going to make all things happen for your good, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got no worries. So anyone with a wise heart is called discerning, and pleasant speech increases learning. Insight is a fountain of life for the possessor, but a discipline of fools is folly. All right. Again, being wise is to be able to discern, all right, to have insight, to be able to learn from the things of God. The heart of the wise person instructs the mouth as learn to in speech. All right, if you're wise in the heart, that will allow you to speak wisdom. All right, you got to have wisdom in here to be able to speak wisdom. All right, pleasant words are honeycomb, sweet to the taste and health to the body. All right, you can by speaking truth, by speaking love, by speaking these insightful and discerning things of God, you're able to be impactful and really affect other people's lives just by the words that you speak, the truth that you speak. There's a way that seems right to a person, but the end ways to death. All right. Again, you did this. We gotta line your life and your ways up with God, because if you trust and lean in your own understanding, don't renew your mind and walk according to His word, it leads to death. All right, physically and internally. It says a work of appetite works for him because of hunger urges him on. All right. Again, this is talking about the need. If you want to eat, you got to work. Can't be lazy. But not only within your getting income for your family, you got to work diligently for the things of God. You can't be slacking within your Bible study, your prayer, and your devotion. All right. It says a worthless person digs up evil, and speech is like a scorching fire. A contrary person spreads conflict, and gossip separate close friends. A violent person lures his neighbor, leading him on a path that is not good. All right, it's talking about a worthless, contrary, and violent person. All right, stay away from these people. Discern at the evil. One who narrows eyes is plain deceptions. The one who compresses lips brings about evil. And it's crazy, man. You can tell there's a lot. You can tell a lot by nonverbal communication. And it's crazy now that because we got so much social media, you can't read the nonverbal communication of texts and messages and what people's really trying to mean. And I feel like that's part of the devil, because that's the way to conceal attentions is through these text messages. All right. So I always like to have face-to-face conversation. Let's meet face-to-face. All right. Let's have a phone conversation. Even though you can tell by a tone of voice and reflection to be able to discern people that way in a better way. It says, "Gray hair is a glorious crown that's found in the way of the righteous." Basically, man, gray hair means you're old, man. If you've grown to live an old life, that means that you've been able to walk with God and not allow this world to destroy you. Last part of 16. Patience is better than power, and controlling one's emotions is better than capturing the city. The lot is cast in the lap, but every decision is from the Lord. Be patient, all right? We need to be patient with everything and trust in God's ways, all right? Everything's going to happen according to His power. So control your emotions. Don't be anxiety. Don't have anxiety. Don't be, don't rush things, all right? Don't get anxious and all jacked up and out of sorts, man. Be patient, trust in the Lord, and He'll make your life and your ways right, man. So thank you for joining us for getting into chapter 16. We'll hit 17 later on today. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, please reach out to us at the email that I'll leave in the description box. If you want a personal relationship with Yahweh, the Most High, you want to be part of this kingdom of heaven, all you got to do is take a look at your life, See where it does not fit into the ways of God. Repent, which is admitting that your way of living is wrong, and then commit your life to the right path going forward. And then God will accept you. He'll send his spirit to live in you, and you'll be part of this great kingdom. And that's what I hope for everybody, man. Love y'all. Peace.